My opinion about this movie might mean nothing or everything, which is ironic because in some ways that pretty much sums up Hallmark's An Unexpected Valentine. This is a movie that premiered last Saturday, and it stars Lacey, Chabert, and Robert Buckley. Now, on the surface, I was thinking this movie is kind of like a Jerry Seinfeld episode. It's 2 hours spent about absolutely nothing. But the more I've reflected on it, I've seen that it's really much more than that. And from looking at the IMDb reviews, I'm really happy to see that so many of you enjoyed it as well. What's it about? Well, let me explain. Hi, I'm Stephanie, and welcome to the Magical Movie Club. I think I'll start by giving you what I would call the Jerry Seinfeld abridged version. It's about two characters, Hannah and Finn, who spend the evening of Valentine's Day together, searching for the owner of an engagement ring that was accidentally left behind in Finn's car.
Oh no.
Finn's a rideshare driver, so they try to find everyone who had been in his car that day to return the ring to its rightful owner. And because it's Valentine's Day, they sprinkled in a few extra stops along the way to deliver some oversized bouquets of flowers and balloons.
Oh, this is just, I mean, it's not even going to fit in the car.
So let's see, how did the evening go? Well, first they went to a cooking class.
You're not getting engaged?
No.
Nope, wrong couple there. So they stuck around a bit and ate some pizza. Then they went to a nightclub.
Oh, did I forget something?
I don't know. Did you forget something?
Nope, she wasn't the one either, so they danced while they were there.
We'll be fast.
Oh, this is happening?
Then they went to an art class.
Well, this got left in my car.
I've still got the first one. I don't need another.
Nope, that wasn't the right couple either, so Hannah posed and Finn sketched her while they were there.
So I'm holding this pose.
Learning to make mistakes. Get messy.
Now also along the way, when they stopped to pick up some cookies at a food truck, they had to fill in for the owner when she had to leave for an emergency.
Oh no.
What is it? What's wrong?
The hospital needs an insurance card.
So they took orders and baked cookies while they were there.
Fine.
Sorry.
Gosh, I'm so in the weeds.
And at one point, the check engine light had come on, so naturally they pulled over to fix it themselves.
Okay. Watch your fingers.
And the big climax near the end was when they were at the last stop of the night and they finally knew who the owner of the ring must be, but the elevator was taking too long to get up to the roof to find him.
Okay, so clearly the elevator's broken.
So the big decision was, do they take the stairs to walk all the way up to the roof in hopes that they get there before anyone proposes?
There.
You go ahead without me.
No, but we're so close.
Well, after the ring is successfully returned, they each go off to their prospective prior engagements. You see, Hannah had had an office party to go to, and Finn had an art gallery to attend where his photography was on display. As it turns out, Hannah did have a successful presentation of a new chocolate product that she had designed.
Our goal is to change the way women think about chocolate. I mean, it shouldn't be a guilt.
That was good. And Finn had a successful showing of his photography at the art gallery.
It's a commentary on our fast-paced society.
Also good news. And for the grand finale, they run back to each other and proclaim
Hannah.
that they should go out on a date together.
You would go out on a date with me.
Okay, on the surface, it's kind of a boring movie. I'm not gonna lie, they spend a lot of time sitting in the car just talking.
I felt like it was so complicated. I didn't know which way to swipe.
But the more I've reflected on it, I've come to realize this is actually about a significant transformation of these two characters, and it all happened in one night. So now, if you will allow me, I'd like to take a moment to peel back some of the layers here, so to speak, and talk about what I think happened on a deeper level.
Do we really have to, though?
Do you want me to write you a good review?
To start, Hannah and Finn had both paused on looking for love. Hannah hadn't necessarily given up on love. I mean, at one point she had even said, "I love love."
I say that all the time. It's like a catchphrase. I'm a hopeless romantic.
and Finn was just more prone to being cynical.
In my line of work, I find most people perform acts of kindness out of obligation.
But over the course of one evening, all of these seemingly random events gradually changed their outlook. For example, the floral bouquet, their very first stop, it was so big that Finn naturally assumed that there was an ulterior motive for picking out this one.
What do you think? Obligatory or genuine?
When it turned out that it was for a brand new mom, he realized, no, this was genuine.
All right, I will admit, it was pretty sweet.
And it wasn't just Finn who was impacted by the events of that evening. Hannah had been so focused on returning that ring tonight, she was convinced that if they didn't make it, all would be ruined. But then they met a couple at the art class.
47 years and I could still make her laugh.
And they made her realize it's not the ring that matters most.
The ring isn't the thing. The commitment is.
The evening was full of little moments just like this. I'm convinced it wasn't necessarily about the activities, like cooking or dancing or sketching. It was about the people they met along the way, and the time that they took to reflect on each of them in the car before they moved on to the next. By the end of the evening, they both had a change of heart and had opened up to the possibility that they could fall in love again. And that never would have happened if a total stranger hadn't sat in Finn's car, albeit very briefly, and dropped an engagement ring that same day.
You're not GXB5332?
Nope.
So you see, it was a beautiful story, and for that, I'll give it a 3.5. If you're wondering why I've said all this but didn't give it a higher rating, it's because the last couple of weeks I've given out 4s, and to me, those movies were just a little more engaging and fun to watch. This one could arguably be very slow at times.
You know, I thought I had a gift for Gab, but you got us a police escort.
I'm even thinking it could make for a better book, or perhaps a play than a movie, but I can still very much appreciate the meaning and the character transformation in this story. It was a good message to start off the month of February. So what did you think? Would you watch it again? Or was it a one and done for you? Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, I think that wraps up my review of An Unexpected Valentine. Next up, I'll be discussing Hallmark's The Wish Swap, starring Emily Tennant and Jake Foy. I'm not familiar with Jake Foy, but I know I've seen Emily Tennant before, so I'll look her up and we'll chat about that next time. Until then, and as always, thank you so much for being a part of the Magical Movie Club. If you like this too and want to see more, please let me know by hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're interested, I have links to the preview video as well as the movie page for more details about An Unexpected Valentine in the description below. I'll be back next week to chat more about our favorite magical movies.
Hi, can you just